Hi guys, welcome back to another one of my videos. So as you guys know, the iPhone 10 released 2 days ago when I'm recording this, and also when I'm gonna upload it. So today's Sunday, the iPhone 10 released 2 days ago on Friday, November 3rd. And what I have not seen a lot of video comparisons do on YouTube is compare with the Galaxy Note 8 just in general. So that's what I'm gonna attempt to do. I don't have either of those phones. I might in the future, I don't know. So guys, stay tuned for that. But over in general, I'm going to talk about what these two phones compare like. So let's get started. So let's start off with camera, which is a really important thing, especially for me. So the iPhone 10 has a dual 12 megapixel camera, and so does the Galaxy Note 8. They both have optical image stabilization. Their apertures are really similar. The Galaxy Note 8 with f1.7 and the iPhone 10 with f1.8. In general, you're gonna get really amazing cameras with both, regardless of what you choose. So when it comes to camera, if you just want more, I guess, consistent shots, go with the iPhone, but the Note 8 sometimes has more sharpness and more saturation, which makes the colors pop. It's really similar to the camera that the Galaxy S8 and S8 Plus have. Second, battery life. I'm still not sure about how good the battery life on the iPhone 10 is, because I've seen conflicting results from. So if you look on Twitter, I've seen some people saying, "Oh, I'm getting terrible battery life." And then other battery testers like, oh, the iPhone 10 actually has really good battery life. The Note 8, from a lot of reviews that I've seen, it has a pretty decent battery life. It's about the same battery life as the Galaxy S8 Plus, which is good. So you're gonna get a full day's worth, at least on the Note 8. I don't know about the iPhone 10 because I've heard conflicting results when it comes to that. But when it comes to charging, it's a huge difference. I was looking at this comparison for charging time like a few hours ago, and the Note 8 charged to 100% in like an hour and 40 minutes, and then the iPhone 10 it took it over 3 hours to charge. That is ridiculous. That's with the chargers and adapters included in the box. With fast charging, the iPhone 10 charged to 100% in 1 hour and 50 minutes, which is still slower than the Galaxy Note 8. And keep in mind that the Galaxy Note 8 has a 3,300 milliamp hour battery, and the iPhone 10 has a 2,712 milliamp hour battery. Is that right? Yeah, I think so. So yeah, I think in general the Galaxy Note 8 might offer more better battery life, but that's to be seen. We'll see in the future as more reviews come out and comparisons, of course. Third, I would like to talk about performance. Of course, both of these phones are flagship phones, meaning that you're not gonna have any problems with either of them. But when it comes to these two specs, the iPhone 10 does have a better processor. It is the most powerful processor in a phone right now. And the Galaxy Note 8 has the Snapdragon 835, which is the processor that the Galaxy S8 Plus has. So in the S8 and all the flagship phones this year, except for the LG G6. And you're not gonna have any problems. So from what I've seen, that the optimization on the Note 8 is really like much better than what Samsung used to have before. Like in this speed test, the Galaxy Note 8 actually beat the iPhone 10. It's probably also because the iPhone 10 is not really optimized yet. But if you're actually thinking, oh, I'm just gonna get the iPhone 10 solely because it has a better processor, think about this. Unless you're gonna be doing AR, augmented reality, all the time, there's really no point in choosing the iPhone 10 just for the processor, because there's not gonna be any apps that are gonna take full advantage of that power in quite a bit. So just think about that, right? Fourth, the display, which is a really big deal, especially since that's the only thing that you're looking at when you use your phone, right? I think. So the Galaxy Note 8 has a 6.3 Quad HD Plus Super AMOLED display, and then the iPhone 10 has a 5.8 inch OLED display with a notch on the top. And I saw both of them in person already, and actually, honestly, the notch is like, it does bother me. It really does. I know I would eventually be able to get used to it, right? But then when you're watching videos, like, it really does, it covers part of it. And I feel like once you crop it in to fit that new 18:9 or 18.5 19:9 aspect ratio, it already crops out the top and the bottom of the video. So if you're also gonna crop it out with a notch, that's not very good. It's not. But in general, the Note 8 display does pop more because Samsung always does more saturated colors. But remember this, Samsung does make the displays for Apple's iPhone. So what you're gonna get is just as good as quality, but Apple tuned it for their standards, which are more natural colors, but less pop. But both of the displays look amazing. But I just think the Galaxy Note 8 could have the Galaxy Note 8 display does get brighter, which is important. So which I think I would personally choose the Note 8's display. And last, which is kind of what sets them apart, it's the extra features. So playing around with the iPhone 10, literally the only extra feature would be like Face ID, if that's a thing, and what comes with it, which is animojis and portrait mode on the front. So I tried it. Portrait mode, it doesn't really work because it's still in beta. And also the animojis, I mean, that's just a gimmick. Like, let's be honest. What sets the Galaxy Note 8 apart, obviously, is the S Pen. And that's a big deal because with that you can have a lot of multitasking. You can do a lot of powerful multitasking. You can take notes. The other day I was on my phone reading an article, a story for school, but I was reading it on my phone because I did not print it out, and you had to annotate it. And I was like, great. And I was like zooming in, just using like my finger to like try to highlight stuff in it. And I was like, this would be so much easier if I had an S Pen. But I'm not saying that that's the only reason to get an S Pen, right? Just for that occasion. I'm saying that it could work as a mouse, if that makes any sense. Which I've heard a lot of YouTubers say, like Mr. Mobile and Erica Griffin. They're really good YouTubers. Go check them out. But that's what sets them apart. And I think that's very important, depending on what kind of person you are. Because the iPhone 10, honestly, is just like any other iPhone. Except the iPhone 10, except it just has a new design. Honestly. And it doesn't have Touch ID. And it has Face ID instead. And the Galaxy Note 8 is actually really stands out from every other phone out there because of the S Pen. And I mean, they both have dual cameras and stuff. But the Note 8's extra features do make a difference, especially since Samsung adds so much stuff into their phones. And honestly, since Samsung adds so much like extra things to their phones, it actually sometimes it's worth it. Like, for example, on my S8 Plus, I like to swipe on the edge swipe and then make a GIF out of, or a GIF, whatever you want to call it, out of a video that I'm watching. And that is something I would not be able to do with any other phone unless I like downloaded the video and then downloaded an app, and it's too much trouble. But yeah, so if you're more into or serious about like working, being productive, get the Note 8. If you just want to like have an iPhone, the best iPhone, get the iPhone 10, right? Overall, they're really good phones, and I leave it up to you to decide what's better. I'm not gonna judge you, I promise. But honestly, for me, the Note 8 is better because of the extra features that it has. And if you just want to have the best iPhone out there because you're already in the Apple like ecosystem and stuff, then get the iPhone 10, even if you want to spend $1,000. Keep in mind that the iPhone 10 it starts at $999 and goes up to $1,159. And the Note 8 is between $930 and $160 depending on the carrier. So I leave it up to you there. So thank you guys for watching. Please like and subscribe or do whatever. And see you guys. Bye.